Lucky enough that I had a dad that was involved in the industry already. He had a stud farm and he bred a few horses. He was lucky enough to pinhook the winner of the '91 English Derby in a horse called Generous. So we were always involved, and he never really forced it upon me or my sister, but I was the one that got really keen on it, and it just went from there. Yeah, I was very lucky to have a really sort of wide experience. I started off in France with a French trainer called Cricket Head, who trained 4 Arc de Triomphe winners, and I think well over 75 Group 1 winners as a trainer. That was a great experience. Then went to America to work for Todd Pletcher, who was champion trainer at the time and still is the leading trainer in America. And then from there came back to England, did 4 years with Mark Johnston, who's officially the winning most trainer in British history. I think he's trained 5,500 winners. I was foreman there. And then from there came to Australia for a bit, spent a bit of time in Sydney with Anthony Cummings and a bit of time down here with Danny O'Brien, and then headed back to Ireland and did a year with Aidan O'Brien that sort of probably top all those jobs off. It was a great experience for me there, and just learned and saw even more, and then came back for what will be my final job in racing with Lloyd Williams. Did a year there, the year Faulkner won the Caulfield Cup, and then after that I just thought I'd done enough travelling and learned as much as I could, and it was time to make the big jump. So they suggested I come to Ballarat because there was a trainer who was just getting big called Darren Weir, and it was probably, I guess, 5.5, 6 years ago, so he was probably making the jump from the big country trainer who was winning everything in the country to the guy that was winning everything in town, that he went on to get bigger and bigger, and everyone said, look, this guy, he's obviously very talented, but he's training at a good place, you should go and have a look at it. So I spent a day with Weary here, and I loved it, and he gave me a good push to start here. Yeah, so I'm very lucky. I've got a brilliant wife, Annie, who not only rides a bit of track work, she does all the admin, office work, and just knows what's going on around here, and thank God she's there to run the business, because I wouldn't be much good at that. So she does a lot of behind the scenes stuff. Then she's helped by my foreman Greg Baker, racing manager Jeremy Rogers, and then underneath those two guys we've got a brilliant team of about 16 staff members here. Each of them are great cogs in the wheel. You know, there's not one more important than the other, and they're all great parts of the team. Yeah, so that's something we've been really keen to do. We haven't just started and then been happy with what we've got. We've always tried to improve. So we put a treadmill and a pool and another walker in. So we've got room for 60 horses here. We've got paddocks. We've got 16 boxes in the barn. We've got yards, paddocks, sand yards. So we've got a lot of different things here. And I feel for a stable our size, you couldn't get a better place than this. Small goals to have more winners than you did the year before. This is my 4th year training. We've done that every year. We're up to 50 winners as we speak so far this season, and last year I think it was 36, so good jump. So obviously next year to do better, and then obviously a Group 1 for every owner, trainer, breeder, jockey. That's the absolute best, the Group 1. We've won a few Group 2s, plenty of Group 3s and listers, second in a Group 1, so we're just hoping our day is coming soon. Yeah, it's brilliant. I was always probably pestering Darren to send us a horse, because I felt that we could do well for him and his owners, and eventually the right horse came along in Connery. Connery was a horse I bought at the sales. I was looking for some owners, and Darren was good enough to sort of take the punt in Connery, and it's worked out to be a really good one. He's now won 4 races, he won 2 city races, and so he was the first horse we had together, and then ATB being good enough to just keep sending a few horses along the way, and I think our best days are probably yet to come. You know, we're getting a sort of a more constant flow. Early on it was just 1 or 2 horses here and there. Sort of Darren was probably feeling his way with us, but now we've got a good team of young stock, and we've had good success with Connery probably being the main horse, but there's a few nice young ones, and Lazy Motion is a horse that hopefully will be doing better things next prep. Definitely Melbourne Cup. Yeah. As we know, we wouldn't be fussy with any of them, but no, for me the Melbourne Cup, it's a race. If you go to America and you say the Cox Plate, people will probably know about the Cox Plate. They wouldn't really care that much. The Golden Slipper, they probably wouldn't care that much. But the Melbourne Cup is the absolute race. Everyone in the world knows it. You only have to go there on the first Tuesday of November. The atmosphere is amazing, and you know, and I think as well, probably I've had a few nice stayers, and I think it's a race that you know, could be a possible for us in the near future. We've got a couple of horses we're targeting the race this year, and seriously good prize money for owners and trainers.